Hello, Word. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're diving into a very common adjective, disappointing. So, what does disappointing actually mean? Well, simply put, it means not as good as expected. Think of it as something that falls short of your hopes or expectations. It's a B1 level word, so it's super useful in everyday conversations. Let's explore how we can use it. First, let's look at some synonyms. Words that have similar meanings to disappointing. How about the word unsatisfactory? We could say, the service at the restaurant was unsatisfactory. I don't think I'll go back. Another synonym is underwhelming. For example, the movie was quite underwhelming. I had heard such great things, but it didn't live up to the hype. We can also use the word lamentable. His performance in the play was lamentable. He forgot all his lines. Now, let's move on to antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of disappointing. One great antonym is satisfactory. Instead of saying the results were disappointing, you could say the results were satisfactory. Another antonym is pleasing. For instance, the weather today is pleasing, which is the opposite of saying the weather is disappointing. Another good antonym to use is gratifying. Her success after all that hard work was gratifying, instead of saying it was disappointing. So, how can you use the word disappointing in everyday life? Well, imagine you go to a new cafe that everyone's been raving about, but your coffee is cold and your pastry is stale. You might say, "This cafe is really disappointing. I expected much better." Or perhaps you were hoping to get a higher score on a test. If you didn't achieve your goal, you could say, "My test results were quite disappointing." It can also be used to describe someone's behavior. His behavior at the party was disappointing, meaning his actions were not what you expected or desired. Let's look at some more usage examples. The food at the new restaurant was quite disappointing given the high prices. The cancellation of the concert was disappointing news for all the fans. It was disappointing to hear that they lost the game after playing so well. The quality of the product was disappointing, especially considering the brand name. The lack of support from my colleagues was disappointing. The turnout for the event was disappointing. We expected more people. The ending of the book was very disappointing. I found the plot of the movie extremely disappointing. It's always disappointing when your favorite team loses. The service at the hotel was very disappointing. The delay in the project timeline was quite disappointing. The chef's disappointing performance caused a crisis. The news was disappointing, but we have to keep going. The museum show was disappointing. The disappointing film made people leave early. The vacation turned out to be disappointing. Our sales were disappointing last quarter. The team's performance was disappointing. Their lack of communication was very disappointing. It's disappointing when your friends forget your birthday. The gift was disappointing because I really wanted something else. The job interview was disappointing because I didn't get the job. The weather on vacation was disappointing. My exam grade was disappointing. So, just to recap, disappointing means not as good as expected. We learned some synonyms like unsatisfactory, underwhelming, and lamentable. And we looked at some antonyms such as satisfactory, pleasing, and gratifying. Remember to use disappointing when something doesn't meet your expectations. Thanks for tuning in to Hello Word. I hope you found this episode helpful. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoy the show, please leave us a review. Your support helps others discover Hello Word, and it means the world to me. Now, for your homework, I want you to create your own sentence using the word disappointing and share it as a comment under the video. I can't wait to read them. Until next time, keep learning and keep practicing.